talk about the game of Tug. It's a very, very powerful game. And I actually use it for my future protection dogs to really build that conflict, that kind of prey, all that growly shakiness. I need that power, that emotion in it. So when you see, so in a sense, it can make the dog aggressive if done in the wrong way. Okay? So this is Ember. She is almost 13 weeks. And of course she loves this game. She's a Belgian Malinois. And we have been practicing this game a lot. And the thing is, I'll see people who say, oh, you know, I play Tug with my puppy, and at 4 or 6 months old, you've got dogs that are snapping at them because they're playing it the wrong way. They're tugging it, they're fighting the dog, and they're snatching it. And you build more drive when you're just snatching it away from them, and you never let them have it, and you're just fighting them for it. And of course, naturally, that's going to bring some negative emotions to the game. Then next thing you know, they're going to be snapping at you for coming next to their toys, and that'll transfer to food, it'll transfer to places, and it can just get nasty. Now, depending on how you play it. Now, if I'm using it as a fun puppy game, just for play, we have to set rules. Rules for the game are what's going to avoid all that out of control emotion that leads to future problems. And the rules, but I'm also fair. Okay, so the rules, you know, we play on cue. Alright, we play, but when I say house, she's gotta let go of it. See that? Right? She's gotta let go of it. It's on my terms, but I'm also fair. Notice how when I let her go for it, I come in to touch the toy, I come in to pet, but that still means I'm playing with her. I'm being fair. I'm letting her know I want to play with her. She can still play with the toy. I'm not always snatching it from her. But she's going to get very upset at me if I'm always snatching it from somewhere and she doesn't want to play anymore, or she starts getting nasty with it. So I'm letting her know I'll tug with her. You know, pet, still no out. You know, and I'm using what I'm actually doing is I'm doing a controlled kind of snatch where I'm waiting for her to come. Remember, there's food on the floor here. I'm waiting for her to kind of get it, and just before she reaches it, I'll snatch it so she hits it harder. Alright? Good. I'm gonna let her know that, hey, I can enjoy playing with you. Alright? House. See that? She's a very good dog. Very good dog. But this is an example of how you want to properly play. You want to make sure the dog doesn't think you're not being fair and you're always going to snatch the toy. You want to make, this is their game. This is their game. You're being fair. Yes, there are rules involved, but this is their game. Now, here I have an older puppy. She's a very high drive, intense hunting lab, so I'm not supposed to be playing Tug with her. But she loves the game, you know? Loves the game, and she understands the difference, Couché, between Tug and her needing to retrieve me a bird or a bumper. And I have her on the slow line because she does understand Tug, and she does not like to bring the Tug back. She gets a little bit possessive, so I guess I cover 2 birds in 1 stone here. And I'm just going to show you how I play with her to avoid her becoming possessive, and how nasty I can get this lab kind of stuff. Okay? So I can get her going. Emotion going there. And that's what I talk about, the emotion. Any dog. It could be, you know, golden retriever, it could be a Labrador retriever. You can get some emotion going there. Of course, she has her release to it. Shake. Right? Her release to the toy. toy and how she understands. And she understands to let it go. There's us. What? Those are our rules, right? And I'll grab her leash, make it like I slip out of my hands, like she won the tug game, because remember, this is her game. And she doesn't get to go off and chew on it and be happy herself. She has to come back to me. When she gets back to me, we'll play again. So I'm not telling her to give it to me. Alright? I'll let her go in and make sure it slips through my hand. As soon as she makes a tug, like any kind of tug, so that she legitimately won the game. And still put it on the floor. Else. Okay? I'll let her win it. But I'll hold the leash. Yeah, there we go. See, look, I don't even need the leash. Okay? As soon as she gets to me, we play again. Good. Good. Else. So I'm not always outing, I'm not always fighting with her. I'm letting her make most of the effort. So maybe I just hold it here and I let her think that she's really putting the hurting on me. And I make it slip through my hands like she won. If she goes here, bring it here. If she comes back to me, then we get to play. If she brings it back to me, we get to play again. Out. Out. She still has to obey the rules. Nope. Jumping, I don't care for jumping for it. My favorite top flip. But she understands that I need her to retrieve something from me when it's tug time. Good one. Go. Here. Here. So she understands the difference is why I'm only able to do it with her. Touche. I let her rest with it in her mouth. But that's how you kind of want to play with a puppy. You don't want to snatch, you don't want to fight. You don't want to just make it complex. Conflict just causes too much issues with you and the puppy as the owner and dog. So there's something I forgot to mention in regards to the previous tug videos with the dogs, are two things. One, right? Another rule to the game would be impulse control and waiting. So if you drop the toy more advanced, if you're moving it around, they have to wait to like a lunge for it. So you give her a release command. I usually say the word break. And it does increase the play drive a lot. So that's why you would in turn use it properly in regards to what you want to build prey drive. So I may use it on a lab puppy that may not be going to hunting. Maybe it's going to detection work, something where it really needs a high toy drive or something like that, and I will really use the tug to gain that prey drive, that play drive. And if you use it right way, it can go one or the other. You can build, puppy young aggression from the toys, or you can build more play drive. So it depends which way you're going. The video I showed today is to build more play drive-ish. I did it slightly different for the Malinois versus how I usually do, because I do need to build that emotion in regards to that. But that's another tip I forgot to say, that it's a good tool to really build the play drive when you need it. If you want speedier obedience, more intense obedience, stuff like that, it's a really good thing.